We knew tourism this summer would take a big hit in the Pikes Peak region, and it looks like that trend is still ongoing, with several major conventions and events here scaled down or canceled altogether, including the annual Space Symposium just announced this week. News Channel 13's Chase Golightly spoke to Mayor John Suthers today about the economic impact here. He joins us in the studio. And Chase, surprisingly, he found Colorado Springs is doing a lot better than many other Colorado cities.
Bart, not only is Colorado Springs doing better than other neighboring cities, it's also doing better than a lot of big travel destinations across the country. And while that's good news, Mayor Suthers says the bar is pretty low right now.
While the final summer tourism numbers are still being calculated, Mayor John Suthers says the best way to gauge it so far is to look at how many people have traveled up Pikes Peak.
As of today, we're down 23% for the year. But July 4th weekend, we were down about 35%.
That's way better than what was originally projected, but it's nowhere close to what we usually see this time of year. The pandemic also leading to a number of big cancellations, major events that we've come to depend on.
Our convention business is almost non-existent.
The yearly Space Symposium held at the Broadmoor, which typically brings in 14,000 people from around the world, canceled until next year. The Pikes Peak International Hill Climb will have no fans, which means no Fan Fest downtown. Fewer international race crews spending big at local restaurants and hotels.
And that's a big part of summer business as well as year-round business. Could present a pretty serious problem for 2021.
But get this, Colorado Springs is actually faring better than many other cities in the country.
Now, on a national basis, we have the highest hotel-motel occupancy of any city in the country for August so far.
However, Mayor Suthers says take that news with a grain of salt.
The bad news is the rest of the cities in the country are doing really badly, and we're still doing less business than we normally would.
The city still has some ideas on what can be done to soften the budget shortfall. One of the solutions will be on the November ballot, when the city asks voters if it can keep excess tax revenue skirting Tabor in order to make up some losses.
Mayor Suthers is also encouraging local residents to go out and enjoy places like the Olympic Museum and continue eating at local restaurants, all of which helps the city and local businesses. Reporting live in the studio, Chase Golightly, KRDO News Channel 13.